Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Tuesday. I hope that you had a great weekend and a great Monday, if that is at all possible. Let me get you guys up on screen instantly to see who's in the live chat room tonight. We have Corey, Lisa, Darylyn, was that? Pamela, Carla, Mimi, Linda Z's in there as well. I saw very quickly Bonnie, John, Tammy, Chant of the North, Robert, Bob going through as well, Laurie, Deborah, hello. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's going through a little bit quickly in the live chat room, so very difficult to keep an eye on all of the names going through there, but it's great to see you guys as always in our live streams. Tuesday night, Saturday night, you know the deal. But if this is your first live stream, hello, introduce yourself into that live chat room. We always live stream on a Tuesday and a Saturday at 12 midnight Greenwich Mean Time. Type in your time to Google or type in time in London, England, and you'll be able to find out what the time is here. Compare it to your time so that you don't miss a live stream. Right, first of all, an important point to bring up about, unfortunately, something that's happening in the comments section of the videos quite a lot, and it's really annoying, but there's these scam bots, or there are scam bots that are imitating the channel, basically taking the picture of my channel, of me, and putting it as their channel picture, but now they haven't even attempted to write Wings of Pegasus. They've literally put as their, and this is the thing to look out for because I'm still getting messages and emails about it, people asking for their prizes or chatting to me on Telegram. I've never used Telegram and I never will, and I don't give away prizes randomly in comment sections. The only time we do anything like that is on these live streams, and you will know if you've won or not, because first of all you have to enter. If you haven't entered into anything on competition wise on the channel, then you're never going to win anything. So I don't just randomly give out things in the comment section of the videos. And the pick roulette is the only thing that we have that's similar to that. But if you win, you will know, because I will be saying your name on screen live in the live stream, and your name will even be on the screen, so you can't really miss it. So yeah, nothing happens in the comment section of the videos apart from, you know, me hitting the thumbs up and the heart just to show you that I've read your comment. But anything underneath that, the important thing is to look out for the name of the channel, because this person who messaged me, I think it's only like an hour ago, said about being on Telegram, or, you know, what do they do, but they showed me the picture of the reply, and the channel was called Hit Me Up on Telegram, with a thumbs up and then an arrow and then Wings of Pegasus, and that was the first line. So that's the channel name, and my channel name is just Wings of Pegasus, not Hit Me Up on Telegram or anything like that. So yes, stay diligent in the comment section, and unless you've asked me a very specific question that I have answered, I'm not giving away random things. I'm not going to just randomly start messaging people in the comments section. So yeah, look out for that. Just double check the username, the channel name, and if it doesn't have Wings of Pegasus with a tick next to it, then it's not me. So, you know, it's just happening a lot, unfortunately, and I think it's happening on a lot of other channels as well. So it is definitely something to look out for, and yeah, not be taken in. I think what they do is try and get you over to this Telegram app, whatever it is, and then they talk to the person as if they are the person. So it would be someone pretending to be me, probably saying, oh, thanks for watching the channel, you know, you've won this or that, all I need. It'd probably be similar to something like, all I need is the money for either, you know, postage, or I just need your credit card details, all that kind of stuff, because it's a scam. Once they have your details, once they get you to pay for something on their site, they'll probably forward you to somewhere, get you to put in information on the internet, and then they've got access to your card and your bank account and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't give anything away in the comment sections, and I won't just randomly reply to comments. And whenever I've seen those comments happening, I have blocked and reported literally as soon as I see them, but it happens quite a lot, so it's a bit of a pain because it's taking a lot of time away from me doing things for the channel. But yeah, I try to just keep on top of it. Hopefully YouTube will be able to sort it out very soon. But just a quick public service announcement for you guys at the beginning of the live stream, just so that you understand that it's not me doing all of those random things. In the comment section, just look for the channel name. That's always the best way of doing it. So let me get the names of my patrons up on screen, because they make this all possible in the first place, and their names go across the bottom of the screen throughout all of the live streams, from Tuesdays to Saturdays to Tuesdays to Saturdays, forever. So a big thank you to you guys for all of your support. You know who you are, and they just allow the channel to keep on pushing forward. And at the last count, it was 291,000 subscribers, I do believe, but I think it has gone up a little bit more than that, maybe bordering on 292, so we'll keep an eye on that. But at the moment, I think it is still 291. As soon as it changes, I'll let you guys know on the next live stream. But yeah, things are going in the right direction, which is great. And probably the reason why we get these scam bot things going on, because they're just focusing on where there are a lot of people interacting, which is annoying. It's probably a good sign that things are going well if they deem the channel worthy enough, or a good target for doing these scams. But as long as I can interact with you guys live to tell you that it is a scam, then that's the most important thing, and a good reason to tune into the live streams just to keep totally up to date with the channel and what is going on. So yes, huge thank you to all of you guys at the bottom of the screen. We've also got to get our likes up on screen to see what we're aiming for. 365. Another huge target that we are aiming for tonight. So as you come through the door, if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated, because we want to try and hit that target of 365. And I think these are now getting to a record likes goals that we're aiming for. Certainly was on Saturday, which we did hit. I know that Tuesday is a little bit more difficult because it's a work day and people have things to do and more places to be the next day, considering that it's going to be a Wednesday. But fingers crossed we can get somewhere close, and we are at 203 likes so far. So maybe we can get a little spike of the likes going on to get ourselves up to, we had a little spike there of 3. So we're up to 210, which means we're looking for 210. That'll be 155, is it? And I can see that it's moved on. I'm not going to attempt to work it out from now. 213. I say that, but what did I just say? 155. So now 152. Maybe. I do not know. We're basically looking for more likes. We're looking for more people to get involved in that live chat room and hit that thumbs up. So hopefully we will get there in the end. Where are we? It's almost 1:15. No, it's 12:15 here in the morning. I don't know what times or what time the clocks change here in the UK, but I think I'm already prepared for it. I don't know when it is. It's got to be relatively soon, because things are getting brighter. And, well, having said that, I think it's about 6 degrees outside, so it's not particularly warm. But things are getting brighter. It's not quite 1:15 yet until we change our clocks. It's 1:15 midnight here. So we've still got about an hour's worth of the live stream in order to get a spike of those likes going on. We'll get through messages, donations, maybe. If we have time to do it, we'll try this Q&A thing that I tried to do a couple of live streams ago, and I said we'd do it in the last live stream, but then we ran out of time because we just had to jam pack everything in, as we always do. But if we have time, we'll have a go at that later on tonight. We have the vote going on for tonight's cover video. That's between I Don't Want to Miss a Thing and Hotel California. So click on whichever one of those songs you want to hear. It's going to be my version of either of those. I can see that I Don't Want to Miss a Thing is currently in the lead with 55%, but I think it's being clawed back by Hotel California. So we'll keep an eye on that. It's at the top of the live chat room. We haven't got the donations tab up on screen. I always say that you don't have to donate. Just watching is fantastic. Maybe hitting that thumbs up and, you know, definitely subscribing. That's a great thing as well to get notified for all of the videos, including the live streams. Hit that notification bell to get all of those notifications. But yes, if you can't resist donating, then between 35 and 45% goes to YouTube through the Super Chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link in the description below. Talking about the description below, there's also a link to spring.com for all of the merchandise, and let me grab the mug. The Spike the Likes mug. This is the Livestream Tuesday official mug that you can grab at spring.com, and there's sometimes a tray underneath this video depending on what you're using to watch this live stream, and if you've got a tray underneath the video you'll be able to see the merchandise there. Just click on something, it'll take you through to the store. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got caps, we've got tumblers, we've got mugs, yeah, and lots of cool stuff over there, so check that out if you get a chance. You can also head over to wingsofpegasus.com/merch for Wings of Pegasus guitar picks, necklaces, earrings, all that kind of stuff that Carla supplies over there. So for tonight's live stream, I think we definitely have the pick roulette, but I think we have another tumbler roulette because that's rolled over from, I think, the first one. So we've got an extra tumbler to give away. So we'll be having at least a couple of roulettes later on tonight. And the thing about last time's roulette wheels, we had not a record, but we had the most that you could have. We had the pick roulette, we then had a t-shirt roulette because we landed on the t-shirt, and then we had the tumbler roulette. So yeah, we had 3, and this is why you got to tune into every live stream, because it really does double your chances of winning, or could treble your chances of winning depending on how lucky we are with the wheel on that particular night. So we're going to be having at least a pick roulette wheel tonight and a tumbler wheel, so stay tuned for that. Now we have a little bit of, just to get this out of the way, a little bit of hair news, because I mentioned in the last live stream about this shampoo that I used to use called Thicker Fuller Hair, and then they stopped making it, or at least they didn't stop making it, but they've changed the recipe. I'm not sure whether recipe is the right word for shampoo, but you know what I mean. And at the end of last time's live stream, Kevin linked me to the Thicker Fuller Hair. That's actually in the same bottle, but it's the new, I'm trying to find a word that's better than recipe. Formula, there you go. So it was the new formula for this, Thicker Fuller Hair shampoo, but I ordered it and I've used it for the first time tonight. I'm not sure whether it takes a few more times in order for it to get a little bit more volumized with the hair, or it's the new formula. I think that's the problem, that a lot of people were still buying it but then realized it wasn't the same, and it was the new formula that they've put in these same old bottles, but it's not the same thing. So it might just be the case that it just doesn't work as well as it used to anymore. But then again, on some other videos, like the beginning of the live stream tonight, we had Haunted, which has footage of me playing at Maidenhead Festival as well as the live stream gig, and both of those occasions were really hot. So I know that at Maidenhead Festival that's about 35 degrees Celsius, which is just crazy hot. So the hotter it is, generally, as a rule of thumb for my hair, but I think just all hair, the bigger the hair gets. So at the moment here, I mean, we're still, like I said, 6 degrees outside, so it's not warm in this room at all. So this is probably the least volume that I'd ever have due to the temperature. And then in the room that I did the live stream gig in, that was, I think, towards, I don't know when that was. I think it was around Halloween maybe, but we had all the lights in the studio. It was really hot, like really, really hot, and you'll be able to tell from the amount that I was sweating when playing. So yeah, that would have given certainly a lot more volume. And having that the heat, the moisture, it really did explode. So I don't know whether I'll keep on using the thicker, fuller hair. We'll have to see with a period of time as we advance whether the hair gets bigger or not. But I think a lot of it does have to do with temperature of the room and humidity and all those kinds of things, whereas in this room it is definitely a more controlled environment. But anyway, there's the hair news for tonight. So we will be jumping into the donations that have come through, so thank you guys for these. Just quickly to mention, first of all, that Valerie donated £11.95. So thank you for that, Valerie. That was right at the end of the last live stream, and it just came through as I was ending the live stream, so just clicking all the buttons to get everything finished. So thank you for that, Valerie. That was right at the end, but I do like to address all of the donations, as you guys know, no matter when they happen. So thank you for that. And getting a little bit more up to date, we had one that came through at 7:30 this morning. Thank you for that, Nicole. And this was for £8.45. And the message was, "Hello, Phil. I am always happy to make a donation. It became a cool ritual. Have a good week, Phil. Good health and fitness. Kisses and rock forever." So thank you for that, Nicole. And we had another one that came through, and this is from Deborah, who's donated £11.89. So thank you for that, Deborah. And that's 6:12 this evening. And the message was, "Hi, Phil. Sending a little something because I just couldn't resist. Laugh out loud. Love you, Debbie." So thank you for that. And the next one came through from Steve, and this was for £5. So thank you for that, Steve. And it came through at 8:27. The message was, and let me get this up on screen because we're a little bit more up to date now, so hopefully these are going to show up on screen okay. And the message is, "Should the Ticketmasters and StubHubs of the world be broken up and regulated?" So thank you for that, Steve. And I think this is, ticket prices at the moment are, well, I say at the moment, they've been ridiculous, probably for the last 10 years, maybe more. But I think the problem is just fundamentally with the music industry, that the record labels, when they're organising events, they set the ticket price as much as they can get away with charging, because then it means more profit for them. And unfortunately, when money's always the driving force behind it, and making as much money as possible for the business, because it is the music industry is an industry, it is a business, so it's not really about the art of music. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is for just general ticket prices. And then you can get third-party sites that then bump up the ticket prices even more, and they might buy loads of tickets themselves for the normal price and then increase the price, and then have people can then only get the tickets from that particular company. So it's really difficult, but it just stems from the music industry, and there's not really anything that you can do about that, and that's just the way that it has been for, I was going to say many, many years, but since the dawn of time, the music industry. It's why I am not into being part of the music industry. I just rather do everything myself, be independent, sell my album through my website, which is wingsofpegasus.com, by the way. So sell everything through the website, and just have everything downloadable through iTunes and Amazon, even though I have to give away a percentage to them. So it's better if you go to my website, but everything is downloadable from my website as well. So it means that I'm in control of everything, and if somebody buys my album, then that sale, the money from that, goes to me and allows me to keep doing what I do. So it's just something that is financially viable, rather than signing a recording contract and me now having no rights to my music, because that's something that I would have to give up. So then if I sold an album, the money wouldn't come to me, it would go to the record label, and that's the problem. And then if I had a gig, the record label would decide how much they're going to charge for this entity that they now own, which would be me, but they don't. So don't panic. I'm still going to be independent for, the rest of my life. Definitely. I'm not going to be signing on a dotted line anywhere because, there have been way too many stories, even now, of people and artists just getting done over by the record labels and not really earning any money. Even for like a 3-album deal, they'll spend 3 years recording, going on tour, and then by the end of that, I think the person or the band that I've mentioned before that were on a 3-year deal with Universal made, I think, something like £15,000 for 3 years work. So and they didn't own the publishing rights to their music anymore, so they were still very popular, and everyone assumed they must be making money, but the royalties were going to the record label. So even though they're still on regular airplay and they were famous, they weren't making any money, and that's the problem with the music industry. But it all stems from just having really high prices to begin with. And this is the other thing that happened in the gaming industry here in the UK. So I was saying about a company that might buy lots of tickets, and now that's the only place that you can get them. So they charge whatever price they want. And that should definitely be regulated. There should be a law against doing that. And when I say about the gaming industry, the PS5, the new PlayStation that was released here, I don't know how many years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago, we have these things called scalpers, and they buy up all of the stock so that it's now out of stock, and the only place people can buy them is on eBay, or these people selling them on different websites, and they charge double the amount that Sony sell it for in the first place. But Sony are out of stock because they've all been bought up by these scalpers. So that's something that has got to change, because that's not regulated, and that's ridiculous that can happen in the first place. And I saw a documentary where they actually interviewed one of these guys who was part of a collection of people who ordered all of the PS5s, and they even had computer programs that instantly purchased them as soon as they became available. So it was faster than you could actually buy them as a human. As soon as there's one available, it would be purchased by the computer, the computer program. So somebody interviewed this guy and said, don't you feel guilty that you're taking all of these things away from, kids at Christmas? It might be their presents and everything. And the person answered saying, but that's just business. I'm buying it and then I'm selling it on for a profit, and I'm making a profit by doing that. And that's just what business is. And unfortunately, the guy interviewing didn't reply to that by saying that, but you're not making the computers. The whole reason a business works, and a business has to charge more, is you get all of the parts to make your item, and you've paid this amount, whatever that figure is, to put your whole thing together. So you've spent all your money on all of the pieces, and now you have to sell that for more so that you can buy more pieces to make it a sustainable business, because you're making something. But the scalpers, they're not making anything. So it is basically theft. It's like somebody saying, right, I want to pay £300 or £400 for this PS5. And Sony say, oh yeah, that's fine. And then somebody comes in and says, no, I'm going to steal that. And now I'm going to charge you £500 or £600. And by the way, I didn't make this machine. I've taken it for myself, and now I'm going to sell you it for more. There's got to be a law that steps in saying, no, that's illegal. You're not entitled to a profit because you haven't made the product. That's not what a business is. So unfortunately, the guy doing the interview, he wasn't business savvy in order to argue with the person who thought he was in the right by doing exactly what people do. You're taking tickets and then putting a ridiculous charge on it. You should never have to pay more for the retail price that the company who make the item are selling it for. So a bit of a shame, but in UK law, there's nothing to stop people from doing it. So, it's got to stop at some point, but it just doesn't make any sense. And for these people that don't feel any guilt doing it, they're making a lot of money from it. It's not something that I agree with on any level, but they're literally within the law at the moment to do that. So it is ridiculous. But anyway, thank you for that, Steve. A bit of a wider debate on that to do with, scalping and people buying things. But yeah, it does very much work for the music industry, but the sports industry as well, where people have tickets outside the ground. And I think in that kind of situation, if you've actually travelled to a game or a gig and you haven't got a ticket, then it is always going to be a risk. You might find somebody who's selling tickets and they might not even be genuine tickets. So yeah, I'd say that always go through official means. In an ideal world, and with independent bands, you would go to their website to buy the ticket, and the price is always going to be the correct price, and once it's sold out, it is sold out. And if somebody else is buying up lots of tickets, is something that, as an independent band, you can see that there's one person who's bought maybe 3 tickets, 4 tickets, 5 tickets, 6 tickets, 7 tickets, and then you can just stop them from buying them. And as an independent artist, that's the good thing. You've got control of everything, because every sale is going through your website, and I will get an email for every sale that goes through to wingsofpegasus.com, and I know exactly what's going through my website all the time. So you can spot somebody buying up loads of tickets all, very easily. But I think with independent bands, a lot of people who buy up lots of tickets are just focusing in on, the huge names, because they know that they can get away with it, that it's not literally someone like me looking at all the orders as they're coming through. So anyway, thank you for that, Steve. And Tammy has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Tammy. That is a straight up donation. And Ben has donated £15.81. So thank you for that, Ben. And the message is, just for being you. This is Ben Brown Jr. from Beaverton, or OR. I'm not sure what that stands for. And it says stay gold. So thank you for that, Ben. Now, I do like to try and figure out what these letters stand for. I'm going to go with something like Oregon or something. So that's my guess. So if you guys can let me know what OR stands for, I'm assuming that that's a state in the USA. So I'm going to have a look, and I can see Bonnie has just said Oregon. So I think it's about to come through here, and there it was. So confirmation that I actually got it right. I don't always get them right. It's always a bit of a random guess as to what the state is, but it is quite fun to try and think of. I don't think I know a lot of US states, but yeah, I managed to get lucky with that one. So thank you for that, Ben. And I'm just going to scroll to the next one because Kevin donated £1. Thank you for that, Kevin. The message is, Happy Pancake Day in the USA. We call it Fat Tuesday. And I'm enjoying a Paxi Punch Key. I don't even know what that is. A jelly-filled Polish donut. Oh, there we go. It's been explained. Daylight savings time for the UK is Sunday, March 26th and March 12th in the USA. Spike the likes. So lots of information in there. Thank you for that, Kevin. So we are, what is the date today? The 22nd. So yeah, about 5 weeks away. So it does feel like the clocks are going to change soon, and that feeling is correct. So yes, Pancake Day. And yeah, we had Pancake Day. I had 4 pancakes earlier because I was with my parents and they suddenly remembered it was Pancake Day. So my mum then started trying to make it, and then she said, she's having a disaster trying to make the right mix. But it turned out very nice indeed, the pancakes, and I had golden syrup and lemon on. Even though had we had time to plan it, I would have got the kind of whipped cream, but it's like in a canister, so it's like squirty cream is what I call it, and jam as well, strawberry jam, and I have that in the pancake normally, but because we only kind of remembered at the last minute, we just did the pancakes and just had lemon and golden syrup in there. So yeah, it was a very enjoyable pudding. So, yeah, I don't think I've had a jelly-filled Polish donut before, but sounds nice. Sounds like it could be quite good. The only problem with donuts is you either get one that has hardly any filling in it, or you have another one where you bite into it and it squirts out the back. You can get the chocolate-filled donuts. I've had those before, but I think I just like the traditional strawberry jam donuts are quite nice for me, you know, with the sprinkled sugar on there. I know that over in the USA, which has now actually come over to the UK, you know, the donuts with lots of different, like Krispy Kreme donuts are they called, where you get like a massive box of them and there's like loads of different flavors or sprinklings on them. So yeah, I am a fan of a donut, but I would only ever have, that would be my one treat for the day. Oh, talking about treats. And I'm reminding myself of things as I'm going in this live stream. So thank you for that, Kevin. But talking about treats, we were talking about chocolate and the fact that chocolate bars are shrinking. And this is why I was saying about donuts. It reminded me, because if I had a donut, that would be my treat for the day, and my chocolate bar is usually the treat for the day. So if I have another treat, it replaces the chocolate bar. But anyway, yeah, the chocolate bars are getting smaller. So I believe, even though I don't want to, you know, start a rampage of excitement, if that's even a thing, but we're maybe going to start doing Wings of Pegasus chocolate bars, believe it or not. And this is something that Carla's currently, I think, putting into production, or at least the wheels are starting to turn a little bit with this idea of having, and I can't remember exactly what it's going to be called, but we kind of brainstormed Philly Flonker as the chocolate bar, or the name of me. But the point is that it might have, and again, this is in really early stages, so we're not going to get too excited, but because the chocolate bars are getting smaller, and I said I would rather they just stay the same size as they were, and then it's up to people whether they want to eat them or not. Because here in the UK, they're making them smaller because obviously people are eating too much chocolate, or the chocolate's too big. But I say, if you want to eat chocolate, then eat chocolate. So this is why the Wings of Pegasus chocolate bars might be in production, and yeah, there might be even a ticket inside one of the chocolate bars that then entitles you to a prize of some sort. So yeah, it will be obviously that play on words of the Philly Flonker. You start to get the idea that it'll be along those kinds of lines. But it is something that, yeah, Carla, I'm going to be discussing with, and like I said, don't get too excited about it, but it might be something that's going to be happening in the future. And as soon as it is in production, and Carla says, I just received my professional molds today. So, like I said, the wheels are in motion for a little bit of Wings of Pegasus custom-made chocolate. So, yeah, we will see what happens with that in the future. I'll keep you up to date on the live streams, of course, but also over on Patreon. That's something that I can mention over there if things start to. I mean, I think I'm going to order some myself to maybe add to my treats, because sometimes, I mean, the chocolate bars are so small that they used to be around 250 to 300 calories, but now the one that I had today was 130, so I could literally have another chocolate bar with my chocolate bar, and it still wouldn't be as much as the old chocolate bars used to be. So yeah, I might supplement my chocolate intake with a bit of Wings of Pegasus chocolate. But anyway, yes, well, Carla says only in the USA, unfortunately. So maybe I'll be able to get a special deal for one particular bar to be sent to the UK. But yeah, in the USA, that's where you will have to be in order to get your hands on that particular chocolate. But like I said, I'll let you guys know in the future as to what's happening and when. Right, So, the other donations that came through in the Super Chat window, thank you guys for these. Ron donated $5 and said rock on. So thank you for that, Ron. David donated $10 and that's a straight up donation. Thank you for that, David. And Jeffrey had a straight up donation of $5 as well. So thank you for that, Jeffrey. Right, it is 20 to 1 here in the morning. What I might try and do, I'm just going to kind of shoehorn in here the Q&A thing that I tried to do last time, but it didn't work. And I'm going to make a mental note on the vote and the cover that's winning at the moment, just in case we lose. I can't remember whether we lost the vote last time we tried to do this Q&A thing. So I think what I do is I click on that and then start a Q&A. Oh, say something. Okay, ask a question! Exclamation mark. Let me put a please at the end because it sounds like a bit authoritarian. Ask a question, please. Start Q&A. Okay, right, so... Oh, we've now got two things at the top of the screen. The live chat room. I'm going to have to move this down. Everything's disappeared. So, let me refresh the screen. And, okay, we are back. So every time I do that, I'm going to have to refresh the screen. So what I'll have to do is look out for a question. And I don't know, there should be like some dots next to the comment, which I can see. And I'm just going to wait now. So this is going to be very interesting. Happy Wife says, will the wings of Pegasus chocolate bar have Pegasus or just the wings? Let me see. I'm going to click on this, and why doesn't I don't get a message here to say that it's a question. So the thing that I was watching on the internet and YouTube explaining how to do the Q&A is not actually relevant to what it said. It said that when somebody asks a question, they will have 3 dots next to their name, and then you click on the 3 dots and then you say feature question or something like that, and yeah. And I don't get that option, so I'm not seeing any of the questions at the moment. Here we go. I found the option. Questions? Oh, here we go. Right, so in the live chat room, it stops everything from the live chat room from happening, and all I can see now in here are questions. So we had, do you like Cadbury flake bars? Yes. Do you eat any peanuts? Yes. If I God says, if I get out of jail for sending you chocolate, will you bail me out? No comment. So maybe we'll have to do a GoFundMe, depending on what the bail is. But yeah, possibly if it's affordable. But yeah, some of the things I've seen on Judge Judy, people who have been arrested and their bails are like thousands and thousands of pounds, actually dollars. So I don't know. Maria says, how are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. Julesy says, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Tammy says, let me just scroll. Can I actually move this? Oh, I can't even move this. Right, so yeah, unfortunately, I can't move the thing to look at all the... I think maybe people are asking each other questions and they register as a question, because Bill said, B. Bender, Clarence White. So thank you for that, Bill. And by the way, the B Bender is the very early form of the whammy bar on the guitar. Tammy said, hi Phil, how's it going? So thank you for that. Joe says, don't look now, but your Strat is about to fall off the wall. Don't look now. It looks like it's all right to me. Lucy says, how old are your parents? I'm not sure that they'd be happy with me saying that. So Kevin said, more or less cowbell, always more. And Nalita said, hey Phil, if someone sent you words to a song, could you add music to it? So, I mean, technically, yes, I would be able to, but I wouldn't have time to do it at the moment, unfortunately, with any collaborations, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, people, if they send me stuff, then I can listen to it. But in terms of writing songs and writing lyrics for people's songs and playing for people's songs, it's another thing that I do get asked to do a lot as well. People say, oh, I've written this song, can you play some guitar on it for me? All of those kinds of things, unfortunately, I can't do because I get too many requests to physically be able to do it anyway. But just with everything that I do on the channel, because I am independent, it means that I literally do everything that you see on a day-to-day basis on the screen, on the live streams and everything. So unfortunately I don't have time currently to do that. But thank you for the emails and the requests to get involved with these different projects. Right, I think we're going to be jumping into, so that was, let me see if I can get back the live chat. So that was at least a bit of an experiment for the Q&As, and I think maybe it's now moving again. So we're back to the live chat room chat. So the way that the Q&As work is that if you type a question, I can then click on something at the top of the live chat room that then only shows the questions that have been posted throughout the live stream, and I can look through those. The only problem is that you won't be able to see your comment go through because the comment then gets taken to a different place. So hopefully you'll be able to see in the live chat room now all of the comments going through. And by the way, you can only comment if you're watching live, so make sure that you are watching live. Of course, if you're part of the catch-up crew and you are watching this in the future, it'll still look live, but make sure that you check your time zones and that it is 12:46 in London in the UK to make sure that if that's the time in the UK at the moment, then you are watching it live, unless you're watching on a different day, and then you might be a whole day behind but just happen to be exactly on time with it. But anyway, just make sure that you are watching live. And if you are watching in the future on catch up, you can still hit that thumbs up. It really does help this live stream to get out there and for the channel to grow on the whole, as well as when you're watching live, getting to that 365 for tonight is our target, and I can see we're aiming for 25 more people to hit that thumbs up. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, if you could do that, it'd be fantastic, because it means that we would have a pick roulette next Tuesday night on next Tuesday's live stream. So 25 to go, and the vote is really close for the cover tonight. I don't want to miss a thing. Has 51% of the vote, so it looks like that is going to be what we will be looking at. Let me end that poll and we'll see what goes through. As for, wow, it got even closer. It's obviously 50 point something that had come through for I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and then Hotel California had 49% and 322 votes for tonight's cover video. So thank you guys for that. Let's jump into my version of I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys after. I'm hoping that this works, because it has before been the case with other videos that I click on it and then it doesn't work. But let's see what happens, and I'll catch you guys in a second. Rock.
Stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, I see and I kiss your eyes. Thank God we're together. I just want to stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss one smile, I don't want to miss one kiss. I just want to be with you, right here with you, just like this. I just want to hold you close, feel your body close to mine, and we'll stay in this moment for all the rest of time. Yeah, yeah. Don't want to close my eyes, I don't want to fall asleep, cause I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing.
And there we have it. That one had a bit of a fade out, so I thought it wasn't going to work, but it did work. Hopefully it did work in the end. And I don't know why, it's just randomly got a bit of a fade out to it, but it seemed like it was fine. So thank you guys for voting for that, for tonight's cover video, and I hope you did enjoy that. Only just winning out over at Hotel California. Right now, the other thing is that we have, what was it, 8 minutes to 1. We do have the new list of backing tracks that Joe has sent through to me over on Patreon. So we might be having a fill jam later on, because the last one we did, we had lots of them, and we reached the end of that particular list. So I think we have a new list of backing tracks we can get through if we have time for the fill jam at the end. But yeah, 8 minutes to 1 at the moment. We don't have any pictures tonight, so we could be jumping into the pick roulette. But before we do, just a quick mention that we had a donation as well from Orlando for £10. So thank you for that, Orlando, over on PayPal. And the message was, hello Phil and fellow wingers, many famous singers started out in choir while in school or for their respective church. Is that how you started singing? Did your grade school have choir? Also, do you know how the whammy bar got its name? Just curious. Spike the likes, wingers. Orlando. So thank you for that. And the question, so first of all, I started out singing, I don't know. I would say 10 years ago, but I don't think it was that long. It's probably properly in my very late 20s. So yeah, I learned to sing from scratch. So I had no previous experience of singing in choirs or singing at school. I just wasn't into music when I was at school because of the way that it was taught. It's just rubbish and wasn't enjoyable at all. So I only realised after actually picking up a guitar and messing around with that, I realised, I enjoy playing this guitar and I enjoy what I'm doing, but I don't enjoy what the music lessons are, because it was all based around theory and we didn't actually get to do any music. So I didn't like music when I was younger. I liked playing the guitar and experimenting with that. So I then grew up and realised, oh no, I do like music, but what I don't like is the way that they teach music in schools. So I didn't start singing till much later on. I wish that I would have started singing when I was a kid, to have all of that techniques, that then you don't have to work at it and you don't have to try and figure out how to get your vocal cords to hit particular notes. It would have been a lot easier, but that's just the way it is. What is the second question? Oh, the whammy bar. Now, this is something that I didn't know, but I do know, but I only knew about it or found out about it recently. I mean, first of all, I knew that it had to be called something different to the tremolo arm, which is what it used to be called, but tremolo is wrong. Or the tremolo bar, whatever you would call it back in the day, back in probably the 50s and the 60s, it really took off as being called the tremolo arm. But yeah, tremolo, as you guys will know from the analysis videos that we've done on vocals, tremolo isn't vibrato, whereas the tremolo arm does vibrato. So it makes the note go, ah, it changes the pitch. Tremolo is going, it's like breathing. So you've got silence between the notes. So yeah, it's like a note and then air, note, air. So you're going, you know, that's tremolo. So yeah, they're using the wrong term. So they had to change it from that. So then they started calling it vibrato arm. And again, that's, you know, or vibrato bar, these different terms that get thrown around. But obviously that's now more accurate because that's what it does. But then the whammy bar took off, I think, I'm trying to remember now, in the, again, 1960s, because somebody whose name has eluded me at this time had a song or something where the vibrato arm or the tremolo arm was hit or was whammed. The song might have been called Wham, where he was whamming the vibrato arm, and then they called it the whammy bar because of the way that he was doing it on the guitar. And Lonnie Mac just jumped into my head for some reason. So, as I said, yeah, it wasn't a recent thing. So, yeah, it might have been that. You guys would have to look it up. But, yeah, the way that it was done on the guitar. But I think fundamentally it was just a different term, like a slang term or a different way of describing the thing on the guitar that gave you vibrato rather than calling it tremolo, because tremolo was wrong. So, yeah, that's my best kind of guess. But like I said, it is something that, I mean, with the analysis videos and the questions that I get emailed, it's something that I have looked up in the past, but then it's a case of retaining all of this information. But anyway, thank you for that, Orlando. I think we're along the right kinds of lines with that. But thank you for the question. And we had another donation that came through on PayPal as well. And this is from Kim for £10. So thank you for that, Kim. And the message is, I kind of have gone too far. Oh, the message is, hi Phil, do you think the Wings of Pegasus chocolate bars, if / when they happen, will be in the shape of a guitar or have one stamped on them, perhaps Wings of Pegasus popcorn and or Wings of Pegasus peanuts? Take care and have a great night, Kim. So thank you for that, Kim. And yeah, we're not getting into, I mean, I think even really established chocolate companies still only make chocolate in chocolate shapes, like just a square, because in order to manufacture them in different shapes is, yeah, just a process that take a hell of a lot of time, I imagine. And that's why, yeah, that they're still like, here we have Cadbury's Dairy Milk, which is just literally, yeah, just a square. We don't really get chocolate bars in different shapes because, yeah, I'm just assuming that the actual production of doing that is going to be an absolute nightmare. So yeah, not something that I can say we're going to offer at the moment. It's just going to be Wings of Pegasus chocolate that's going to be made by Carla. So at least it's going to be something that, you know, it hasn't been purchased as a chocolate bar and then we just replace the wrapping. It is going to be Wings of Pegasus chocolate. So you can taste it and see whether you like it or not. So thank you for that, Kim. Right, we are going to be jumping into tonight's pick roulette. So, Carla says, you can pay hundreds for special molds. Yes, exactly. And that's probably why the companies don't do it, because it's got to be financially viable, especially for Wings of Pegasus chocolate. It's got to be even more financially viable than the companies that got millions and billions of pounds. So yeah, just standard chocolate bar sizes and shapes. Anyway, let's get into tonight's pick roulette. And I can see that we have hit the likes goal. So thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. Quick shout out for the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. If you do use Facebook and you want to get involved over there, continue the conversation from the live chat room. That's where a lot of these lovely people hang out between the live streams. So head over there, join that particular page, Wings of Pegasus supporters group. But let's jump now into the pick roulette. I haven't picked a top tip yet, so if you want to be the top tip, mention it now in the live chat room and I will pick you for a guaranteed loss. So you will be sacrificing yourself because the top tip has never won yet, but maybe this can be the first time that it happens. Right, let's jump into tonight's Tuesday pick roulette. I'll see you guys in a second. Rock. So let's get the wheel up on screen, and there it is. If this is your first pick roulette, we have the darker segments, which is the t-shirt roulette. And on the last pick roulette we did, we only had one t-shirt segment, and it landed on it. So I was going to say, what are the chances of that happening? And I mean, the chances have got to be like, what, about 1 in 100 or however many names you have on the wheel. So still, there's not much of a chance that it happens, especially when there's only one of them there. But we've now got back to having, how many are this? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that was correct. It was moving. So I thought maybe I counted it incorrectly. So, Lauren McRae says me. So I'm assuming that you mean you want to be the top tip. So Lauren McRae is going to be the top tip for tonight. Right, let's give the wheel a spin and see who is going to win tonight's pick roulette. And I should have seen to, not that it makes any difference, trying to find Lauren's name before we spin the wheel, because once it's spinning, it's going to be entirely random as to where we end up. So we are slowing down and trying to see Lauren's name anywhere. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately, but we have Christine. Help save the music, maybe. And it is Help Save the Music, who has won tonight in the pick roulette. So congratulations to you. And I remember Help Save the Music from over on Patreon, for being a patron over there. But if you can let yourself be known to Carla in the live chat room, that would be much appreciated, so that she can get all of the details that she needs from you in order to send you that signed Wings of Pegasus pick. So congratulations to you, commiserations to everybody else who hasn't won tonight. But as I always say, double your chances of winning by tuning in to the live streams on Saturdays and Tuesdays. So yeah, congratulations to you, Help Save the Music. And I think that Help Save the Music actually messaged me recently because of the David Cassidy video and him trending as well on Twitter and other social media sites. So yeah, one of those things that is just at the forefront of my mind. But yes, congratulations, and I'm just trying to have a look into that live chat room to see if I can see Help Save the Music in there anywhere, because as I always say, you have to be in it to win it. You have to be there in the live chat room. So yeah, we will wait. Hopefully Help Save the Music will be in there somewhere before the end of the live stream. But let's get everything back to the normal screen. Here we are, and entries are now open for next week's pick roulette. So what you want to do is tag Carla Murray in your comment, like that maybe. I'm going to click on Carla's name when it shows up just to make sure, and then I agree, exclamation mark. enter. Right, so you have to copy what everyone's about to do in the live chat room. If you haven't entered into the pick roulette before, just copy what everyone's about to do and what I've just done in that live chat room. You'll see it going through. Wings of Pegasus at Carl Murray. I agree. And by the way, the tumbler roulette. Thank you, Barbara, for reminding me. I don't know why my brain was pick roulette. I don't know why my brain couldn't get out reminding me. I forgot what word it was. Let's get into, and I tell you what, let's do the whole thing again. So we'll get into the Tuesday pick roulette. That's not going to be the pick roulette. We'll just jump straight into the tumbler roulette. So I'll see you guys in a second again. Rock. So here is the tumbler roulette wheel now up on screen. So we're going to be giving this a spin and seeing who is going to win. And this is for the glow in the dark tumbler, the limited edition Wings of Pegasus glow in the dark tumbler, as donated by Connie, who donated 3 of these tumblers for the live streams and the tumbler roulette. So we are slowing down, and Lauren is still going to be the top tip for this. And I can't see Lauren's name coming up anywhere, so unfortunately we're not going to have a top tip winner for tonight, but we are continuing. Neil is just about to miss out, unfortunately, and I can't exactly read what this is. JS Kit or J Skit 92380. So congratulations to you. You have, and what are the chances of this? I can just see J Skit 92380 about to go through the live chat room. It's literally, there it is. It was literally the next comment to go through. So congratulations to you. We know that you're in the live chat room. You have won a Wings of Pegasus tumbler, glow in the dark tumbler no less. So congratulations, and if you can let yourself be known to Carla, as I know that you're in that live chat room, that would be great, so that she can organise everything with you to get that sent off to you. So commiserations everybody else, and let's see if we can get back to normal again. We can do. So the entries for next week's pick roulette are open. Type in that live chat room. I'm just having a look at the top. We've still got that Q&A thing going. So, yeah, hopefully, I don't know whether I can stop that so people are asking questions, but obviously, there we go. End Q&A, confirm. And I think we're back to the normal live chat room now, which is good. So, yes, tag Carla in your comment, Carla Murray, and next week you will have, if you type I agree, of course, you will have your name on next week's pick roulette. Right, let's see, what's the time? 7 minutes past 1. Okay, I tell you what, let's get into a fill jam, see what happens, and let me make my way over to my Patreon messages. And okay, right, we've got a list, and oh, I shouldn't have clicked on that because it's now gone. I'm gonna have to scroll. Right, what I might do is just pick one at random. I can see that there's Joe has kind of written things after each track, I think, to give an idea of the backing track, but we'll just kind of pick on one at random. Last time we went through them one by one, so this time we'll pick out a random one. Let's look. Scroll down here. Channel your best Chuck Berry for this one. I've kind of missed. Oh, this is under the blues heading. There are headings for these, but I kind of missed that. But yeah, let's just click on channel your best Chuck Berry. I'm going to click on that. It'll go to an advert, so I'll mute it. And wait for the advert to play through. Thankfully, it's only a 5-second advert, followed by another 5-second advert. So 10 seconds worth of adverts. And let me drag it back to the beginning. Okay, right. And this is from Nick Neblo, or Nick Neblo. I think we've had this channel before. And it's a rock and roll fast blues guitar backing track jam in A So let's have a little look through here. And yeah, I think we are pretty much good to go. Let me unmute it. And as for the levels, it's always going to be a little bit weird. And I'm going to have to attempt... just checking. Right, it's the Offender tonight, which is plugged in, which is okay. And let's see what we've got going on. This is going to be an A. So it's like that. Oh, I don't know what the levels are going to be like. So if this is going to be like a Chuck Berry thing, let's see how many of those I can throw in. Right, how long is this? Oh, 6 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay, right. Type Carla Murray in your comment, tag her, type I agree to get yourselves on next week's Pick a Roulette Wheel. Let's see what happens with this. Hopefully I can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it in the comments, in the live chat room, so I know what it's like. Hopefully I'm in tune. Okay, we didn't go down to the D for that. Breakdown here. I thought we were going to go full back into it there. Another breakdown. Okay, we've got some. Oh. Yeah, and there we have it. Now, the reason that I kind of stopped is because I could see on the screen, you know, when the boxes come up for the next video. So I knew that it was going to end. So I took a bit of a gamble. I knew that it's 15 seconds before the end that the boxes come up. So anyway, yeah, that was it. We made it with a little bit of a jazzy ending. But there we have it. That was a little bit of rock and roll, fast blues guitar backing track jam in A, and that's from Nick Neblo, and that's Nick. Neblo on YouTube. So if you guys want to have a mess around with that backing track, then you can have a go at that one. So yeah, good fun. I don't tend to kind of play in a rock and roll style, but it's it's all about jamming it out, see what happens, and just see how we get on. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me tonight. We are going to be calling things to a close just after I have a look at the PayPal donations. We had another one from Orlando for £10. Thank you for that. The message was, thank you for answering my questions. Phil, your knowledge is always greatly appreciated. Rock. P.S. I will take Cadbury over Hershey chocolate any day. So, I don't think I've ever had Hershey chocolate, even when I was over in the USA. I say that as if, I was over there recently. I'm talking about when I went to Disney World when I was a kid. I can't remember having Hershey chocolate. But maybe I did, but yeah, I'd have to have a refresher of that chocolate to see what it tastes like. But yeah, probably very different flavours. But thank you, Ray, as well, who has donated £9.48. So thank you for that. And the message was, thanks for another great Phil Jam from Connie. So thank you for that, Connie. So I said Ray, but it's Connie with that donation. Yeah, it's just on the screen. I wasn't showing these on the screen, but there we go. That's let me scroll down to get the message. There we go. So it was from Connie. Thank you for that. And thank you guys for tuning in. And I tell you what I'm going to do is make a note of that backing track that we just did, even though we'll all know that it was the Chuck Berry one. I'm just going to write Chuck Berry track, just so I know, because I'm going to do them at random. I know which one not to click because I don't want to click on that one again. So we will work our way through that new list. So thank you for doing that, Joe, over on Patreon. I am going to be here with another video tomorrow night, so look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell so that you get notified for all of the videos and the live streams. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live in. And yeah, huge shout out to the moderators as well for doing such a fantastic job throughout these live streams and for dedicating their time to them. So, yes. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you are, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!